Hi guys, let's test the sound, see if it works. Seems to work fine. Yep. Let's see. Not the right microphone. All right, so give me a couple minutes to fix this sound problem here. I know it's probably okay on your side, but it's not the correct microphone, so I hope I can give you an actually better sound than this. All right, so that's it. All right, welcome everyone. Sorry, I didn't take time to make myself very presentable. All right, let's see who's here. I'm going to lower the sound here on the G90. Oh, you don't see the G90. Hold on. Something else to fix. All right, so where's the camera for that? I want to show you the radio, and it usually works. All right, let's see. Here it is. Okay. All right, you should see it in a second. Whew, very hot today. Very hot. All right, guys, let's see who's here. I'm going to go to the chat here on my PC. Joe Mercado, KG7JM, welcome. Horst Jäger, cool. Leroy May, Frédéric Pelletier, bonjour. Labcat, bonjour. Matt Wanderhoff from Pennsylvania. All right. Yeah, sound is good, Joe. Thank you. Biketawat from Mexico. Jérémy, bonjour. Carl Eric, I can't say your last name, but I know you have, your usual. ON4MGY, Nicolas, bonjour. Andrew Wallen, VE3UIN, what interface do you use to digital mode on the G90? It's a British interface. Darn. I have it somewhere on my videos. I don't have the interface right there, so I can't look at it, but maybe it will come back to me. Right now I can't remember. But it's on an English website, so manufacturer. All right, who else? Been a long time. VE3FAL1. Fred, yes. Yeah, I haven't published a whole lot of videos lately, and it's just that I've had troubles with my back and lots of back pain, and so I haven't been able to do much. But it's getting a little bit better, so hopefully I'll be able to. I did an outing last weekend, but I didn't film because there was just nothing particular, nothing to show. But that was fun. Actually, I did filming a little bit with one of my drones, and that was cool. It's on my channel, Gil FPV, GIL space FPV. Check it out. But not much radio. I had my Elecraft K1, so it was a CW only, Morse code only. It was a great afternoon with my friend Marco, F4TXR. All right, so I plugged in the G90 and I tuned on 14220. I'm going to put that in the chat. Listening around 14220. Let me know if you're calling, and so that I can tune to your frequency. I can probably go from 14200 to 14240, I would assume. All right, you see the radio? Yes, you do see the radio. So let's go from start at 14200. I should have a front-facing camera, that'd be better. Digital mode. I'm moving 1 kilohertz at a time here, so... Oh.
Doing a very good job with the mobile antenna. No problem at all to copy. WX is light here, 20 degrees, a little bit breezy, but a very nice afternoon, Roger.
Who's that? All right, so this is a Q&A session, so questions and answers, hopefully. 40 meter dead in the UK, interesting, okay. 20 meters seems to be working.
It's a little bit too warm for me, like a little bit too hot for me. The Irish people aren't used to such hot weather, HI. But anyway, enjoy it, and hopefully we'll hear you again on the frequency. Thanks for the contact, and all the best from Ireland. DL9 Sierra Echo Lima from Echo India 2 Hotel Papa Bravo.
Echo India 2, that should be, is that Spain maybe? Alright, let's move around. I can probably go to 240, 14240. Already over. That's the disadvantage of a magnetic loop antenna, you don't have much bandwidth. But it works really well. Ah.
CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Stroke Lighthouse. Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Stroke Lighthouse 35.
F4 Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee, bonjour.
CQ calling CQ.
Ah.
This is Lighthouse with call sign Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Stroke Lighthouse. Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo
Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Ah, didn't hear me? DL9 ZBN, Kurt, welcome. Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, I don't have any power here. Why? Power. 20 watts. So, what if I transmit? Foxtrot 4 Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. It's hard to tell in SSB. I'll try again. All right, so I don't know if there is a specific subject people wanted to chat about today, but I did post this announcement on Facebook, and there are some comments. Portable power source, okay, Alessandro Torello, Alessandro. Only a QRP, okay. Deep cycle, he uses deep cycle Duracell batteries. 145 usable amp hours, that's a lot. 150 watts intermittent transmit power, okay. Comment from Doug here. All right, so batteries, I mainly use 18650 cells, and I'll show them to you, the kind of stuff I use. I just happen to have my K1 here, K1 box. So here are the batteries. Those are 18650 cells. I usually use 3 of them, so a maximum voltage of 12.6 volts. This has a solar controller in it from Wonton, W-O-N-T-O-N, if I remember well, in China. Find that on AliExpress. And here I have a pack of, also a pack of 18650 cells, just the minimum here, no controller, just the batteries. And of course I have a lead here for balancing, so you need to balance this pack, and the plug for the radio. And that really gives me enough time on most of my radios. I don't usually use more than 5 watts. So for the G90, I use Litokala 7 amp hour cells, Live PO4, 4 of them, and that it works absolutely awesome, and it's not too heavy. When talking about portable operations, the problem is always the weight. You know, you want something light, and you don't want to carry something too big. You know, so of course, having a radio that has very low current draw, and I always say that, but that's how you limit the size of your battery, by limiting the current. Bonjour des 7, Yann, 14C257, 14RC 257, bonjour. Très très bien, merci. Any further adventures with the True SDX? I got a new microphone for the True SDX. It's Retevis, and it's an amplified microphone that you recharge via USB. And I have to change the plug. I still have to change the plug to make it compatible with the USDX, but after I do that, I will take it out and give it a try with that new microphone. And I think a speaker mic is going to be a great addition to the USDX. Merci pour les cours. F6KGL, F6KGL, bonjour. So yeah, I really like the True SDX. It's awesome. The size, the bands, the modes. It's a full-blown radio in a very small package, and I find that absolutely awesome. All right, so let's try this guy here. Oh, Andrew saying that the Retevis works really well. So glad to hear that. I'm gonna definitely. I have it. It's right there, but I have to make the plug.
Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. This is Lighthouse Hotel with the reference Sugar Echo 0079. Cosine Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo stroke Lighthouse. Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo stroke Lighthouse. QRZ.
I'm not fond of contacts like that when there is no chat. It's just call signs. I guess he has a lot of people replying in the background and I don't hear them, so let's move along a bit. try to find a CQ somewhere. That's pretty faint. What is that? Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee, do you copy? Can't really hear his call sign. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. It's not me. Not me, okay. I still want to go back. Where was he? No, I can't find him anymore. No, that's someone else. Yeah, LabCat, the magnetic loop is awesome. The efficiency is very good, but the bandwidth is very narrow. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Maybe my tuner is affecting the... I'm going to tune here. If anyone got his call sign, let me know. So I didn't get it. Okay. That's very difficult to decode. Jim Anderson, thank you very much. I'm going to wait that he's finished with his... oh, Israel. Okay, interesting. 4Z5RR. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. That's worth a try. I'm going to wait that he calls again. I'm going to leave that on. By the way, about the Radio Preppers forum. Now, the forum... Hold on, I'm going to cut the sound. The forum hasn't been seeing a lot of traffic lately, and that's too bad. It's an excellent source of information. RadioPreppers.com, easy to remember. And but unfortunately, not many people just go to it, and I don't know why. It used to be very active, and I guess not quite so much anymore. And I regret that. I wish it was more active, and I would be more active on it. I mean, everyone would be more active on it if people were posting stuff. And so I urge you to go have a look at the RadioPreppers.com forum. I just upgraded the software to SMF 2.1.4, so If you notice any glitches, let me know, but it should be fine. It's not a major upgrade. So I also have to pay for hosting, and I'm really broke. So if you want to help the channel, use the coffee donation link here. That would be of a great help, because I have to pay the hosting provider and I just don't have the money. And I really want to keep the forum, because it's a great source of information. All the information that's been posted there over the years, it's a treasure cove of stuff. So I really want to keep it open. So any help would be greatly appreciated. All right, so let's see if the station is still on there. I'm going to leave it on and we'll see. If you have any questions, go ahead, because... Oh, John, first time you hear about it. Okay, yeah, it's actually it's on every video that I publish. Just below the logo. Spammers, yeah, well, you know, I had to put some questions. When you sign up, you have to answer a couple questions, because, yeah, because spammers, they are very easy questions for someone who know radio. Or easy to find the answer, but the spammers won't bother. So that's a great way to limit spamming. But some people find that bothersome. But you know, I have to do it. I have no choice. Pazza the bear. Oh, no worries. We haven't done much yet, so we just started. All right, the station's coming in and out here. I think it's going to be very difficult, but I'm going to come back to it later on 14 to 18. I'm going to go up a bit. Now let's go down. I see a couple of stations down there. Whoops. If I turn the wrong knob, it's not going to work. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Now I see my power coming up. It's probably an Italian station, maybe Spanish. I don't know.
My name is Xiegu like Juliet Uniform Honolulu Alpha. And location here is 300 kilometers north of Helsinki. You are very nice thing now, 5 and 9. Cheers up. Yeah, cheers, you're hard. Nice to hear you here in Scotland. The name of this side is Adam, Alpha Delta, Alpha Mike. And the QTH central part of Scotland.
Scotland on that side.
I wonder how close you are to the city or the town of Virumaki. Virumaki, Roger? Virumaki is east.
Baza, oh, that's cool. On 70 centimeters, huh? Very cool.
And I think I am a little bit north. I'm a little bit north from that place.
I'm going to be building an antenna for 70 centimeters. I started already. It's a Xiegu 13 elements. Xiegu Uda, I should say. Let's not forget Mr. Uda.
By the way, I am using a multiband Xiegu here, and my power is about 400 watts.
400 watts with a Xiegu. Yeah. All soldier, thank you very much.
I have no copy on the other station, the station from England. I don't have any copy on him at all, unfortunately. Weather conditions here in Scotland, it's a blue sky, very sunny at the moment. Temperatures around 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, much the same as you have in Finland.
No air condition here. Very unfortunate. All right, they're finishing up probably here, I hear. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Oh, it's fading out. Mobile, okay. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Hello, this is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Do you copy? England. Thank you very much. Very good for mobile. Here you are 5555 in Antibes, Antibes in the south of France. And I use a 20 watts in a magnetic loop antenna QSL. 50 watts. It's more like a 4.5, not really a 5.5. Maybe a 3.5 at times. Roger for the 50 watts QSL, and for information, if you don't mind, I am doing a live stream on YouTube on the channel Radio Prepper QSL. Oh, I heard Juliet, Juliet, but I didn't hear the beginning. Please say again. Say again. Please say again for Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Okay, QSL, thank you very much, and have that recorded as well, so no problem. Thank you very much. What equipment are you using, over?
I'm using a quick program, never done this, 4 meters long on the second line up, QSL.
There's some QSB here, some QSB probably if you are mobile. But yeah, mostly QSL. Thank you very much. Here I use a Xiegu G90. Xiegu G90. Over. Oh, it's fading.
Yeah, I think his call sign is Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. The last letter is Yankee. And yeah, you are Whiskey Bravo Yankee. You are here about 5 and 6. 5 and 6 here in the middle Finland. My QTH is 300 kilometers north of Helsinki, and my name is Johan, like Juliet Uniform Honolulu Alpha. Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. This is also model 6 Juliet. Microphone, back to you.
Thank you very much, Yura. You are 5'7" here, 5'7" in the south of France, the town of Antibes, Alpha November, Tango, India, Bravo, Echo, Sierra. So very good signal here in the south of France. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I think your location, your QTH, your city is very well known, the jazz festival. I don't know if they still exist, but at least there has been.
Festival de Cannes, yes.
Yeah, we have here very beautiful sunny weather. Temperature is very warm for us, +20, +21, and a fully sunny weather. Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. This is also model 6 Juliet. Microphone, back to you.
Thank you very much, Yura. Yeah, I have some difficulties copying the English station now because there's a lot of QSB, but your signal is pretty steady, so no problem on this end. And also, if you don't mind, I am doing a live stream on YouTube on the channel Radio Prepper. And this is Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you for the info, Roger. Very much thank you for the nice report. I wish you a very nice rest of the Sunday. Fox 4, Whiskey Bravo Yankee, Xiegu G90, Bravo Nova, and this is also Hotel 6, Juliet. Microphone back to you, Brian. Roger. Yeah, thank you very much. Fox 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, QSO 0, Juliet to Bravo Mobile 73. All the best. Bonjour.
Thank you very much. Oh, you came a bit stronger there, a bit stronger. Still 5.5, but a little bit better with no QSB this time, so that was better. But if you're actually moving, I understand that the signal will fluctuate. Anyway, thank you very much to both of you for the contact, and I wish you both a great day and a nice evening. Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee, back to you. Awesome contacts, 2 of them. All right. Excellent. Well, the magnetic loop delivers again. 20 watts north of England. That's not bad at all. No copy here. Okay. Baza. Where are you from, Baza? Amcom 2. Yeah, that's a good antenna. I used to have the Amcom 2. And oh, thank you very much to LA9KOA who sent a coffee donation. Thank you very much. That will help to pay the hosting for the forum. And also Andrew VE3UIN. Thank you very much for the coffee donation. The link is down there, and that helps a lot to pay for hosting. I just received the bill for the site, and I'm broke. You know, on the 20th, starting on the, at the end of the month, 20th, and later, usually I'm not very reasonable with my money, so I have spent it all. I put a little bit aside, but, cryptocurrencies, but I don't want to put too much in there because it's fairly risky, so. No copy in your Munich on the unfed half wave. Done. Well, Lapcat, maybe we can try on a frequency that's on an empty frequency somewhere. Let me see.
Today, the Xiegu Fox Tango DX3000, so I'm just on setting everything up. And
14222. I'm gonna move out from there. It's quite busy actually. 14231. Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Thank you very much to Josh for a donation, coffee donation. Thank you very much. It helps a great deal. I'm down to cans of food right now, so anything helps, and of course to pay the hosting for the website, and so that I can eat something else than cans. Thank you. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Wait a bit. Delta Echo Germany, I guess. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. It doesn't wait in between. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. How does he expect to get an answer if he's speaking all the time? I don't understand that. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Ha. Oh, QSB now. Yeah, hello, this is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. There is some QSB here, QSB, but you are 4-5 here in the south of France, over. Say again, they are QSB. Roger that, Delta Echo Zulu, and the last one? I didn't get the last letter again? Wonder if he uses the international code. Oh, Barry. Cool, New Haven, okay, cool. I lost him. Oh well. The thing is when people call like that and they don't leave any space in between, and CW, it's understandable because you can, if you have QSK, that means that you can listen between the dots and the dashes, so you can hear if someone replies. But when you're talking, you're transmitting, you're not receiving at all. So he calls again and again and again and again, no space in between, nobody can answer. I mean, he can't hear anything. And then I'm not sure he uses the international, spelling alphabet. And lots of people do that. I heard Honolulu. I'm sorry, but do you mean H, like hotel, or are you from Honolulu? It's very confusing. But oh, and here's my friend. Salut Marco, F4TXR, F4TXR. QRG, ok, alors là, un instant, je vais quelque part où il n'y a personne. I'm gonna move to a free frequency somewhere. Oh, can't talk today. Can't talk. No, I was on 227. 2. Okay, here in the middle. 14223, so I'm put that in the comments. And we'll see if Marco can call me. He's local. I mean, probably, I don't know, between 10 and 15 miles. 10 miles? Yeah, 10 miles, maybe. Pat N5VMO. And thank you very much to GC for the coffee donation. It's much needed this month, I'll tell you. So thank you very much. Let's see if Marco calls me. I'm going to tell him it's in USB, otherwise he's going to call me CW. Alright, cool. If you have any questions about radio or anything else, don't hesitate, that's why we're here. I wasn't doing much this weekend, so I thought that would be a good idea to to meet again with you guys, and it's always a pleasure. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Ah. Aha, someone's calling. Call again. I heard you. I don't think that was Marco, because he would have called in French. Preparedness veteran. Hello. All right. So who just called there on 14223? Someone called. I heard F4. Must be me. I'm gonna call Marco. Marco, F4 TXR pour F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. The Xiegu G90. India Yankee Victor. Bonjour, comment ça va? Someone else called. Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Marco, tu me reçois de F4 TXR, de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. He's speaking in English. That's excellent. Pretty good in English, Marco. Barry, antenna, quarter wave on 40 meter. Buddy pole. I had a buddy pole. Yeah, it's a good antenna. It's a bit short for 40. Works really well on 30 meters, but I have made the contacts on 40 with mine. SP? Sugar Papa, where is that? I never know call signs. Pat Hopkins, yeah, well, give it a shot, you never know. Don't make me speak Scottish. I'm not sure I would get it, and I'm not sure. It might be difficult for me. I only speak American, so, and French. English American, I should say. The British accent I can get, but it depends on from where, you know. I remember watching Downton Abbey, and I had to listen carefully. Whoops, someone is sending a, maybe tuning, I'm not sure. Don't tune on the frequency, guys. You tune a couple kilohertz next to it, you know, you don't tune on a frequency that's in use. I hear a lot of people do that. I caught Marco doing it last time, and I said, Marco, don't tune on the frequency. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee calling. Anyone still here?
Foxtrot for Whiskey Bravo Yankee, Foxtrot for India Yankee Victor 73 Gilles. Je te reçois très très bien hein, avec ton antenne loop là. So this is a very very good condition because you are almost QRP and I can hear you in a good condition. Back to you, Gilles.
Thank you very much for speaking English. Yeah, I can hear you just fine here, 5.7 here in Antibes, so that's pretty good. And the actually, I think I'm not sure if my magnetic loop is turned your direction. I think it's pointing north, north-south, so not quite the right direction, but I guess we're close enough, so it works pretty well. So I heard another station in the background, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll leave a little blank, see if someone else calls, but. Yeah. Otherwise, let's organize some kind of outing pretty soon. It's been a long time since we've all been operating in the field, so that would be nice to do that again. Back to you. And
So I can't hear the second station because maybe there is a lot of I think there is a lot of station close to this frequency, so there is a lot of QSB on the frequency. By the way, I think Marco Foxtrot 4 is also in the frequency, but I can't hear him very well. So let's see the bank and let's see if he can join.
F4 TXR, F4 TXR, de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. WD282 USA, and thank you very much to Wig who sent a coffee donation, link right there. Thank you, it helps tremendously this month. I'm pretty broke, so thank you very much. William Northcote came across a system for building batteries for 18650, and instead of spot welding, it uses screws. Really? Huh. It is called Ruth sand and can be quite solid in when built, but you don't screw the screws inside the batteries, do you? That wouldn't work. That would set them on fire, probably. I like spot welding, but my spot welder is... Yes, absolutely. 2 days would be great before it gets cold, because this summer, well, this summer it is very hot right now, but it's much cooler in the mountains. So anytime, next weekend I'm not available, but I mean I'm available Sunday, but not Saturday. But anytime after that, any weekend, I am available. So. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Back to you.
Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for India, Yankee Victor. Yes, we need to wait. I think 1 month and a half to go back with normal weather because today is impossible to stay outside. I have tried to make some work in my garage, but at the end it was impossible to stay. So, by the way, it was a good was good because I spent the time in the chat radio and I play with my rig, so that's fine. Okay, Gilles, so I will go back in standby. I stay on the frequency if you need my support for test or I don't know if you want to use something special. Tell me, and I will try to help you. So back to you, Gilles, and I will go in standby.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll talk to you later. Fox 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Back to listening now, and have a nice evening. All right, so that works pretty well. I'm going to put the frequency here back on the chat. 223 USB. And let's see if maybe Marco will call back. I heard him, but it was faint. It was faint, but I heard his call sign, no doubt. No doubt. All right, so let's see. Oh, the screw is on the outside and has contact with the battery. Uses bolts and flat bars to connect. Okay, that makes sense. Anyone here uses any HF prediction tool software? Oui, Marco, F4 TXR de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, est-ce que tu me reçois? F4 TXR, F4 TXR de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Oh, Pat, that's an excellent advice. The battery expert is Julian, definitely, OH8STN. F4 TXR, F4 TXR de F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Marco, je t'entends très bien. Hein? Je t'ai entendu très bien en tout cas. Maybe it's not receiving me, I'm not sure. I know he had a dipole very low to the ground, but it should work on NVIS on 20, that's not really good. So it's probably just direct. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. But Jeremy I heard very well. Time. Hydration. Hydration. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Once again, this is a question and answer session. So .125 LSB, there's a pirate there, okay. Oh, that's below CB frequency, right? Yeah, I think it's below CB. All right, I'm going to move around a bit. So I can probably go from 200, 14200, oh, there is a signal here, big one. 14193. Another Bravo Yankee, but I didn't hear the beginning.
Thank you very much for the 5 and 9. Have a nice weekend. This is Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Street Lighthouse QFN.
Foxtrot 6.
Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Street Lighthouse QFN. CQ calling CQ calling CQ. This is Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Street Lighthouse. Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Street Lighthouse calling CQ.
I only get Foxtrot 6, not anything after.
Sierra Charlie, Sierra 2 Foxtrot, please complete your call sign. Yes, Sierra Foxtrot 6.
100 Fahrenheit here. Wow, yeah, that's hot. Reminds me of Florida.
Thank you very much. Always nice with the light Lighthouse to Lighthouse contact. You're 5 and 9. My reference is Sugar Echo 0079. Sugar Echo 0079. QSL, you're also 5-9 in Villa Real Santa Tania.
I'll try to call him. He should hear me if he's coming that strong. Although signal is about 5, so who knows.
Thank you very much for that.
7.
Papa Tango 0034. Have a nice evening and good luck with the rest of your activation. 73.
Jérôme Duvar. Bonjour Jérôme, un voisin.
Bye-bye, 73. This is Sierra Foxtrot 6 Bravo Street Lighthouse QRZ.
Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee.
Equal uniform station, go ahead.
Nope, not a uniform station.
Only the Italy uniform station, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna turn around. I'm too low on frequency here. I need to go back up. Oh, I can go up to 14 to 40. Spotted. Let's go back down. I'm gonna go back on 223 where I was before. Post that. Someone calls, they'll find me. Jean-Daniel F11EMM SWL de Nice, bonjour, bienvenue. Je viens de poster la fréquence, la 14223 pour le moment. Je vais voir si quelqu'un appelle. So if anyone wants to try calling, 14223. Nomade 59, Chris F4 CJH. Du 59, donc du nord, et je suis originaire de Comines, à 15 km au sud d'Armentières. Très bien. All right, anyone wants to call? 14223. So go right ahead. He's the man. Jim Hale. Thank you, I am. Sometimes. All right, so any questions? Go ahead, don't hesitate. That's why we're here, and I'm just having fun. So as long as you're having fun too, we'll just keep on going until my back tells me to stop. But thanks a lot again to the people who sent coffee donations here, because it helps a lot this month. It's much needed. So, and I have to pay for the hosting for the website. So much appreciated, guys. All right, who else is here? Oh, the chat stopped working there after Wig Reeves posted the WD282 here. So I don't know. Sometimes the chat just stops by itself. It doesn't come back up. So, but it does work on YouTube. It just doesn't work on Streamlabs. I need to modernize this interface here. It's just I don't know. It's just not working well right now. Ah, I heard something. Maybe if I move this back down. Hold on a second. Oh, no, can't do that. It should be scrolling there, but for some reason it's not scrolling, so I don't know. Alright, so anyway. You see me, you hear me, you see the radio, you hear the radio, that's what matters. Just passed technician license yesterday. Congratulations, awesome, awesome. Looking at the forum for radio, any beginner radios which are more recent as you stated, the information is dated. It's a little bit dated. You know, the Xiegus are pretty darn good. They're Chinese radios, but for a beginner, for the price, I think it's a good bet. There is the new, I think the Xiegu 106, if I remember well, and the G90, which I have here. It's the one you can see right there. So for a beginner, that's pretty good. Someone's calling here. Hold on. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Yeah, it is a nice little rig, but it is nice. It's it lacks a bit of sensitivity on 40. Station calling. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Do you copy? Didn't hear me. Yes, hello, this is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. You are 3434 here in the south of France, QSL. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. QSL? Got it, got it. Rather, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now you are about maybe a 3-4, 3-5 sometimes. 3-5. It's not bad here in the south of France. What's your QTH? QTH, please. Thank you. Where is he from? Oh yeah, it has a hard time to copy, and me too actually. 73, thank you very much. Thank you, 73. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over and out. Hey, contact nevertheless. So yeah, technician. Back to what? It's really good to try actually to get the general at the same time, because it's not much more material from technician to general, and usually you can buy both books and you study both books, and it's not much more. So once you've studied for technician, you're almost there for general, and that's what I did. So actually I got the extra on first session. But and I bought the 3 books, and I studied each chapter from each book every day. Chapter 1 from technician book, chapter 1 from the general book, chapter 1 from the extra book, and the next day I went to chapter 2, and I was able to get extra. So it's really a good idea to do general at the same time you get the technician, and that's what I suggest everybody does. And if you feel like it and you have time to study, just get extra also. You never know. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You try next time, So, but big congratulations for your technician. That's absolutely awesome. In 2 weeks, yeah, that's excellent. Well, that's about the same thing, Yeah, you definitely should try it, because honestly, since you just studied for technician, it's just maybe like 20% more, 10% more, to learn, and that's it. So definitely give it a try. I'm sure you'll get it. All right, so excellent. Any other questions? I'm listening. I'm still on 14223. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to post frequency again. Jérôme Chavanas, sorry, I'm a newbie. My license is of July. Excellent. Très très bien. I don't have HF transceiver. Okay. I can't test with you. Désolé. Ok, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. Vous êtes de où, Jérôme? Quelle région? Quelle ville? Je n'ai pas d'émetteur. Oh, bah ça viendra. Il y en a vraiment de pas cher, hein. Moi, j'en ai acheté un, là, un super petit transmetteur, enfin transceiver sur AliExpress, le USDX. Il faut bien vérifier qu'il vient bien de DL2MAN, donc dl2man.com, et il donne les distributeurs qui sont autorisés à vendre son modèle. Alright, so I was saying to Jérôme that if he wants to buy a cheap HF transceiver, he can try the USDX on AliExpress and make sure he gets one that's approved by DL2MAN, so on his page dl2man.com. Where do you do all your electronics build? Well, in my apartment, right there on my desk, you know, here on my desk. And I don't have much space at all. You know, it's really small, but I do all my electronics on here. And it's not easy, but it works. It works, and yeah, it's small, but you don't need much space, you know. As long as you have a good soldering station. And I have my Hako here, Hako station. Yeah. As long as you have a good station like that, you can solder really nice. It makes things much easier, but yeah, I don't have much space. So I actually burnt my table more than once, but oh well, it's cheap furniture. Keep talking, test until you fail one. Yeah, definitely, that's the way to go. Yeah, and if you fail, try again. My way of thinking, which is not always correct, but my way of thinking is that if someone else can do it, so can I. Of course, I'm not going to try to pass, you know, a doctorate in theoretical physics. That's not going to work. As much as I study, I don't think I'd get it, but for anything else, you know, at normal level, if someone else can do it, so can I. It's just a matter of how much work and time I want to put into it. And you have to think like that if you know, that's a great way to get things done, actually. The second great way of getting things done is to start. Start and don't stop. And even if it takes a long time, you start, you don't stop, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. I've seen people build absolutely gigantic construction projects. Like look at the project SV Seeker. SV for sailing vessel. Seeker, Seeker. Some guy built a gigantic Chinese junk, a steel boat in his backyard. Gigantic, guys, gigantic. And it took him like, I don't know, 10-20 years, I'm not sure, but go check the channel. It's an amazing project. And people build airplanes, people build boats, they build houses, cabins, you know. And you look at the project when it's finished and you're like, how's this possible, you know? And that's how it's possible. You start and you don't stop. Small desk too, yeah. Well, that's, you have to do what you have to do, right? And I also build my drones here. Like for instance, I had one right there. Well, they're everywhere. So I build these drones here. So that's a lot of electronics. You know, you actually buy the frame and you put the motors on, the propellers, but you have to put a current distribution system here, ESC. A flight controller, a GPS, you put a transmitter for video, receiver for the control and stuff, and those are big projects, you know. But it's fun too. I like electronics, you know. You can build a lot of interesting stuff like that. And if you know just a minimum, how to solder and follow instructions, that's you can build a lot of stuff, even if you don't understand all of the theories behind how things work. Same thing for amateur radio. Building antennas. If you have the schematic, the drawing, and you understand a bit what you're doing. You still have to understand a bit of theory, but you don't have to understand it all. Some people will not start a project because they don't understand everything about it. It's not required to understand everything about it. You just have to understand, just enough to be able to build it and fix it if it breaks. But if it works, it works. Jean-Daniel, je suis en train de prendre les cours pour passer la licence avec le radio Club de Nice. J'écoute avec un FT 817 ND. So Jean-Daniel is studying to get his license with the radio club of the Nice Radio Club. Nice is about 10 miles from here. And he's listening on a Xiegu FT 817 ND. Un bon choix de radio. D'ailleurs, j'aimerais bien en avoir un. An excellent choice of radio, I have to say. I'd like to have one. Ah, someone is nearby here. Ah. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Do you copy? Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Your signal's quite low at the moment to me, Gil. Your signal is about a 4 and 5, Roger.
4 and 5, Roger. You are 5-7. 5-7 here in Antibes, south of France. QSL? Scotland.
But nice to hear you. The name this side is Adam, Alpha Delta, Alpha Mike, QTH Central Scotland, Roger.
Very good, Adam. Thank you very much. And for information, I'm using a Xiegu G90 in a magnetic loop antenna. And I'm actually doing a live stream on YouTube on the channel Radio Proper, QSL. Yes, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube. The channel is Radio Proper, QSL.
Okay, I think you said you were doing some live stream and the channel was Radio Proper. I'll have a look at that, Gil, no bother. Thanks for the information. Gil, I want to hold it. Your signal's quite low to me at the moment, unfortunately, so nice to hear you here in Scotland, but I'll wish you 7 threes and have a good rest of the evening from Scotland. Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee 2, Mike 1, Alpha Delta, Mike 7-3, take care.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much, and have a great day. This is Foxtrot for Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee, over and out.
All the best, Gil. Thanks for the contact. 7 threes, bye-bye. Lima Yankee 3, Norway 4. 2, Mike 1, Alpha Delta, Mike, what's that? Lima Yankee 3.
All right, he's getting someone else. Oh, you know what? The screws on my Xiegu they're rusting. There's a little bit of rust on the Xiegu there, on the screws. Done. I have to put that to some sandpaper. All right, so I'm gonna browse around a bit. Scotland, that's excellent. Good contact. Oh, and thank you very much to Chaz for the coffee donation. Link is right there. It's helping tremendously this month because I'm really broke. Thank you. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm very unreasonable in some ways, so I always end up spending it all. Lots of it for the channel, so yeah. But hey, it's the way it is, right? And once again, I really want to keep the forum going, so that's why I mentioned this, because the forum at radiopreppers.com, I'd like to kind of, I'm not going to say relaunch it, but revive it a bit, you know. Whoops, I'm going a little too far here. I can only go about 20 kilohertz above and below my tuning frequency, which is 14220. Whoop, digital, bizarre. Oh, that's the Scottish station I just talked to. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go in between here so I can, if someone calls, I can listen. 14227. Posting the frequency so people can follow, and if anyone wants to call, please go ahead. And don't hesitate to ask questions. That's why I'm here, to answer questions. I kind of work for you, so to speak. Did you get your transport to quit leaking? Yes, I fixed the link on the link. I fixed the leak on the truck. Yes, it was quite a. I paid about €1,000 to have it fixed, and that's why I'm broke right now. Because the guy had to take out the front of the motor. He had to take the radiator out and change a pulley, like some kind of a bearing on the engine on the top. There's an axle on axis or whatever that comes out through that bearing, and it was just oil was just pouring out, and you could follow me. Literally, you could follow me. You could follow the oil on the road, you know, and it was really bad. And I brought it to the guy, and he agreed to fix it, and took about a week, and I got it back, and it's not leaking anymore. So that was a big thing that I had to fix. Same on the boat. I had a boat problem too. I had to fix the rudder, and I had to get the boat out of the water, and I took that opportunity to do a coat of paint, and I fixed the rudder myself with epoxy and the fiberglass. But I still spent quite a bit of money on it, because also, and again, that's why I'm broke, because I had lots of expenses this month and last month, and it just did me in, basically. So and that's, but you know, that's life. Sometimes you get more than one problem at a time, and everything comes at once, you know. And they say never two without a third, but I hope not. Anyway, yeah, everything is fine, and yeah, we all are hams. Broke most of the time. Yeah, I know, because we buy so much equipment, and I have other passions as well. So I have a pew pew passion as well. So I'm not going to say that out loud on YouTube, but you get my what I'm saying. So I spend some money with that, and I like drones, you know, building drones, but I haven't spent any money on drones for month and month now, probably 6 months. And I have enough now. I have enough drones that I can just fly them. So I'm not gonna build anymore for quite some time. Although I like the building process. So and you know, the sailing, but that just basically it's my my spot in the marina, in the port here, port of Antibes. So that's costing me every month, and but I like to have the boat as a it's my bug out vehicle, basically. It can be used as a radio platform as well, which I have. So, and thank you very much to BG in Tennessee. I like Tennessee. I went through Tennessee once on a trip. Excellent state. I like it. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm glad for the help, really, guys. Really appreciate it. And it's kind of like, you know, if you go to the theater, you know, and you watch some program, and I guess you always pay for it one way or another. So So all that help is really awesome because well, I spend a lot of time working on videos, and well, lately this month I haven't published much, but I do have projects that are ongoing. Right now I have one antenna. It's another J-pole but for CB, so it's going to be in French. Donc j'ai une antenne que je suis en train de construire, une J-pole en français, donc une vidéo en français sur la construction d'une J-pole pour la CB, qui va être publiée bientôt. And also I have a Xiegu G90 70 centimeters with 13 elements, so it's going to be a high gain antenna. And I would like to try 70 centimeters USB and CW. I don't have a radio for that yet, but I'm going to be working on that. And of course your donations help in that regard, so I can get that radio also, but that's not for this. It's probably for the next year, the beginning of the year maybe. We'll see. When I never know how things are going to turn out. So, but that's a project I already started. I already have pretty much all that I need to build it. So almost, I think. I think I have pretty much all I need to build that antenna, and that's going to be really interesting for regional communications on 70 centimeters. So I'm going to set it up so I can put it horizontal and vertical on a tripod. So it's going to be multi-use, basically USB, all modes, basically all modes. All I need is an all mode radio. And by the way, if anyone has one they want to get rid of, think about me. I might even be able to pay a little something towards it, but I'm not begging. If I need to, I'll buy one, and that's all there is to it. Clutch replacement, saving up for, yeah, and I have my front axle to fix a leaking problem on the front axle. So that's going to be for December, because I get here we have what's called a 13th month. Well, not everybody gets it, but I get a 13th month of salary basically, but I get half of it in the end of June and half of it at the end of December. So I'm going to use that money to fix the axle on my truck. Yeah, Pat, the boat is running now. The boat is running. It's all fixed. But I need to take it out a little more often. I don't take advantage of it enough. And that's too bad. But I like to have a destination. I don't like to go out just for sailing, because I'm not really interested in sailing. That's weird, because owning a sailboat and not being so interested in sailing, that's not common. But I'm interested in traveling with the boat, basically. So if it's just to go around and come back, I won't do it. But if it's to go from A to B, maybe spend the night and come back or something like that, or do radio or something, or take passengers, then I'll do it. But I'm not going to go by myself, just sail around and come back. That's just, for me, it's not, it's just not, I don't know, there's something is missing. All right, so any questions, please go ahead. I'm going to browse around again. What time? When did we start? We start at 5 p.m. here, so 6:40. So we have usually I limit my live streams to 2 hours. So we have let's say we have another 20 minutes. So don't hesitate to ask your questions as much as you want. 38 people, that's pretty good. I think we were 40 a little bit earlier. Un novice, alors, je suis un novice niveau radio amateur, donc toutes, radio amateur, donc toutes, mes excuses pour cette question, ok, toutes mes excuses pour cette question, mais MES. Mais les radios Baofeng UV5R plus nécessitent-ils une licence? Oui. Oui, malheureusement, les Baofeng UV5R nécessitent une licence parce qu'elles peuvent être programmées sur différentes fréquences. Et donc, eh bien, à part bon, il y a les fréquences radioamateurs, les fréquences PMR aussi en France. Et bon, je vais dire qu'il y a pas mal de gens qui programment les fréquences PMR sur les Baofeng, hein, sur toutes les radios chinoises, etc., VHF, UHF. Bon, c'est pas légal. Maintenant, est-ce qu'on va vous emmerder avec ça? Je suis pas sûr. Vous faites ce que vous voulez, hein. Moi, je vous dis pas de le faire. Je vais pas vous conseiller de faire quelque chose d'illégal, hein, c'est certain. Bon, voilà quoi. Après, vous faites ce que vous voulez, hein, mais c'est vrai que mieux vaut prendre la licence, hein. De toute façon, c'est pas très difficile à passer, hein, donc au moins ça vous évite des ennuis juste au cas où, quoi. Alright, so Elderlum here was asking me if you need a license to use a Baofeng UV5R Plus, and I said yes, you need a license. Although some people use program the PMR frequencies, and of course in the US FRS, GMRS, it's not legal. Is anyone going to say anything? Well, you know, I'm not suggesting anyone to do it. I can't suggest anyone to do anything legal, and I think. You know, you do what you want, but it's just a better idea to get the license. Basically, it's not hard to do. All right. You make it over the states, up the Arkansas River to Fort Smith area. You have a place to visit, Jill. Pat, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'll have to resolve my immigration. I have an immigration issue because I once stayed over a little bit too long after my visa, you know. They know about it, so I think I'd have some trouble to come back. Otherwise, I'd probably already be there, you know. But I'd probably, if I found a legitimate reason, like a legal reason to emigrate, you know, and it's very difficult. I would. Easiest is getting married, of course. So if you have any sisters or cousin or anything like that, I'm up for it. Okay. Of course, there has to be some chemistry. Of course, you know. I wouldn't get married just to move to a country. But yeah, that would be pretty much the only way. And I would like to get out of France, I have to say, because it's just it's difficult here. You know, I'm not going to talk about politics, but I don't agree with the local politics here, and I'd like to go somewhere else. But there aren't any other countries that are really interesting. I've looked at some countries in Africa, like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia. I don't know, maybe the Philippines or Panama. In Europe, it would be maybe the Czech Republic. I'm not sure. I'd like to find a place, you know, a better place. But it's just not easy. Of course, the US would be my first choice, no doubt. Canada, certainly not anymore. But the US would be my first choice, yeah. And I should have not left. I should have tried to resolve my issue over there instead of coming back here. But because now I'm kind of stuck, you know, and France is like a black hole and I'm orbiting around it, you know. It's a dangerous position, orbit to follow, anyway. But that's life, you know. We all make mistakes, and I've made plenty, and I guess I can say that I've made better choices than bad ones. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys, probably. So, you know, all in all, I'm not unhappy, but could be better. I could live in a place where that I truly would appreciate. So I really appreciate the region here. I mean, the geography. It's you know, France is a beautiful country, you know, especially the south here with the mountains and the ocean. But that's, you know, geography is not the only thing. And of course, we eat very well. And that's not to my advantage, I have to say. You know, put on a few pounds, but hey. Oh, and thank you very much, Robin. Robin, who just gave a coffee donation here. Awesome. Really, really appreciated, especially this month. All right, so I'm going to stop talking now because I'm babbling, and we'll turn the radio back on. And if you guys have some questions, we still have about 15 minutes. Oh, that's the Scottish station again. He's really trying. All right, well, I already made my contact with him. Oh, what's that? Paul, no, I don't have my Vibroplex anymore. That's unfortunate. I had to sell a bunch of stuff, I mean, you know, and Vibroplex was one of the things that I sold for money, you know, unfortunately. Yeah. I find it difficult, but I like the Vibroplex, but it's not easy. Not easy. You know, Pat, what I'd like to find is really a place when I can do some you know, in the wilderness, basically, you know, uh, and you know, there are a lot of legal conditions that need to be present there for me to be able to do that. Here in France, it's not possible. You cannot do that outside at all. So I need to find a place where I can have fun outside, you know, and that way. And that's just, you know, of course, there has to be amateur radio, of course, because, of course, I would continue the channel. And, well, you know, I'd like it to be a coast, but if there isn't a coast, oh well, you know, I'd still move there if the other conditions are present. But yeah, if I ever have a solution, definitely I'll stop by if I can. All right, so have I ever used solder paste? No, I wanted to because I have built kits that were surface mounted, and solder paste looks very interesting because, of course, once you place your components, you turn up the heat with the heat gun, and all your everything magically solders into place, you know. And I really would like to do that. The only problem that I have now with surface mount components and kits is that my you know, is this. I can't see much. I can't see very well anymore, and those components are so tiny. I need to have you know, big magnifiers, and you know, I still can do it, but it's not getting easier, I'll tell you. Can I send you? You know, I just don't have a kit to build with surface mount. You can send me some, sure. I would appreciate that, but I can't promise that I'm going to use it, or you know, I don't know when I'm going to use it. That's for sure. If you want to get in contact with me, you can email me at Gil, G-I-L, at radiopreppers.com. So I've got the address here in the conversation. radiopreppersplural.com. So that's my email, my Radio Preppers email address, and I check it every day. Here we go. And yeah, the only thing I'm missing is a heat gun, one of those heat things. But I think for $50 on AliExpress you can get one, so that's not a problem. But if I build another kit, surface mounted, definitely I would prefer to use solder paste, yes. Because with the soldering iron, you know, it's really it's really tiny, you know. Three pairs of dollar store reading glasses at the same time. Yeah, I've tried two pairs, my regular glasses and reading, you know, cheap reading glasses at the same time, and that seems to work. But I probably should get specialized, you know, magnifying gizmos there, the goggles, you know, and it would probably work better to for those builds. But it's tiring, you know. It hurts your eyes, kind of. You really get tired of it. You can't do much in one session. And when I build a kit, I like to build a whole kit from A to Z. You know, I can't. Sometimes I remember kits that I've built that I stayed like 10 hours on them, 12 hours. You know, even longer than that. I think the K2, oh, I don't remember how long my K2. I think my K2 I did in more than one session, in a few sessions. But I would do it all day, you know, from morning down to dusk, you know, and But at the end of the day, I was just I was just done. That's how you make mistakes, by trying to do it for too long. Linux Mint, yes, I am. May come to yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually I'm mining Monero um, cryptocurrency, and uh, of course I make peanuts. You know, not even $1 a month, but I do it to help the project, and it's running on Linux. Yeah, and I'm a Linux, not Unix systems administrator. So that's my job. I'm a little bit tired of it though. I'm a little bit tired of computers, but hey, I have no choice for now. That's what I have to do. Telescopic loops glasses are custom. Yeah, really expensive. I bet. I bet they are. You can find cheap ones again on AliExpress, but I wonder about the quality really. All right, William. Have a good night. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're not going to be much longer here anyway, so about 8 minutes left. I'd like to limit the streams to 2 hours. So let's look at the radio again. And if you have any questions, go ahead. Now is the time. Any suggestions, advice, rant? I don't know. There's still some people on 20. Scottish station again. Church, yeah, I did get my timing right. Absolutely, it took me a long time, but I made a whole video about it, and I'll give you my private, no longer private, I guess, my personal channel. I have a video about it on it. So check this on YouTube. That's my personal channel, and I have a video. It's about an hour long, and it shows all the steps that I took to get the timing right. And I'm not going to say anything else here because it's YouTube, and we're not going to mention anything. But you can go check out my personal channel, and that's where it's at. Stack glasses too. I guess we all stack glasses, right? Sometimes even in the evening when my eyes are tired, I'm in bed and I want to read a bit and on my phone, and I have to put 2 pairs. Yeah, it's really bad. I have a big magnifying lens also that I use, and that's when you know you're getting old. When you have to pick up the magnifying lens to use. By the way, as long as it's only vision, right? That's fine. I'm okay with it. But it's really bothering me though, because of that other passion that I have, and to actually I just can't see. So that is a problem. I'm probably gonna try to get some glasses just made for that, because I just can't see everything in focus, so it's one or the other, close or further down, and one of the two is going to be it's going to be blurry. Oh yeah, the book, the book. What was the guy's name? I forgot. Anyway, that book was full of good information. I also had excellent advice from Jim Martin, well known in the US. I had him on the phone a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and he gave me excellent advice that allowed me to complete the project. And I used the tool, and it works. So I'm really happy about that. Really, you'll see on the video. I'm really happy about that. That was a big project, and it took me a long time. I wasted some parts that were costly, but actually now I know how to do it, and that really was a good education. And that's how you learn, is by doing things, even in amateur radio. The theory is one thing, but doing it is quite another, and you learn much more by doing than reading. Fresnel's, yeah, I have a Fresnel lens. I have it in my bug-out bag actually. That's but it's, yeah, I don't use it for reading. But I have my magnifying lens, so I have like progressive, what's called progressive lenses. So if I want to read up close, I have to do this and look at the bottom. And if I have to look, if I want to look further away, I have to look at the top of the glasses. So, and that's pretty cool. It works. That that allows you not to have to carry two pairs, you know. But this one I'm gonna have to change it because the glasses are getting scratched and they're not very clear anymore. So I just can't see much, and the prescription is not as the prescription is not the same anymore. So. That's it, guys. We're getting old. That's it. We got to bring some new blood in the hobby here, ham radio, you know, because there doesn't seem to be many younger people who are getting in. You know, they're all at least like, I'd say about 40, you know, minimum, and most people are like 50, you know, 50 plus, you know. And when did I get mine? I think I got my license in 2012. So. Yeah, I was born in '67. So it's not a. Unfortunately, it used to be a young people's hobby, but you know, and you'll find kids that are interested, but you know, before puberty, I would say, you know, of course. Then they discover the opposite sex, and it's all over for ham radio, and that's too bad. But maybe it's planting a seed, you know, and later in life they'll pick it up again. So it's important, I think, to try to get children to get into amateur radio, because even if they stop for 10, 20, 30 years later, they'll likely will, you know, maybe will get back to it. All right, so going into inspiration. Oh, thank you, Gabrielle. And I will always watch your videos. I sure hope so. Pat Hopkins, anything under 3 feet need glasses only. Okay, yeah, same for me, you know. And I can drive without glasses, but I still wear mine. But I can drive without glasses, but then I can't look at the GPS in the car, you know, on the dash. So, so I do wear my glasses for driving, just if just to read the GPS. And my radio screen, you know, my ham radio. Can be long till we can retire as crypto billionaires now, Gilles. Okay, well, Carl Eric, I hope so. I don't have much. I don't have much at all. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to retire as a crypto holder. You know, not at all. Oh, and by the way, guys, I do accept crypto donations as well. The links are on at the bottom of every video. The addresses. Yeah, I don't think so, but you know, I'm gonna keep putting a little bit of money every month, you know, just not, yeah, $50 maybe every month or something like that, a little more if I have more, but just in case, you know. The thing is that since I'm not reasonable with my money, it allows me to put money aside, and then it's hard to spend, so I don't spend it, and that's the only way I can. I'm not gonna spend it, otherwise I'll spend it. I can't really. I have a hard time saving, so. And it's so I've always been like that, and it's I don't know where it comes from, but anyway, youngin, yeah, 65. Yeah, well, 65 these days is not too old. I mean, I'm 56 now. Got my eyes tested and both failed the IQ test. As long as you didn't fail the IQ test, if it's only your eyes, that's fine. But if you're here on this channel, I'm sure you didn't fail any IQ test. Paul Martin, licensed with 14 and convinced CW up. Excellent. What state would you choose in the US to live? I would probably move to, well, I've used to live in Florida. I really liked it, but I probably would move to either I don't know, maybe Arizona, Utah, maybe Texas, but Arizona, Utah, maybe. And I really liked Idaho. It probably would be one of those, you know, or maybe another state, you know, but not. It probably wouldn't be on the coast. Um, it would be a state with lots of freedoms. You get my meaning here. So yeah, one of those states. Not too cold. I mean, I'd love Montana, but man, that's so freaking cold. I don't think I'd last long over there. Um, I mean, if Alaska was a little bit warmer, I'd probably go there too, you know. But yeah, so probably a little warmer state. I don't know, maybe southern Idaho. I don't know if that's not too cold. I'm not sure, but Arizona. I don't know. There's not much woods though in Arizona. You know, maybe well, not California, but for reasons you can guess. But yeah, one of those states. It would be hard, but where I can trek, you know, trek in nature and go on huge long hikes, day-long hikes, you know, um, and where you can do whatever you want. that's where I want. That's where I want to be. I like it. I don't like it like, you know. Well, yes, I do like it hot. That's true. Not extremely hot, but sometimes that's the price to pay. Um, or you know, like a you know, kind of. I like mild winters. Let's put it like this. I don't mind the winter. Um, like winters in Florida were great. The summer not so great, but we had the winters and that was awesome. So somewhere maybe it's not too hot in the summer, not too cold. You know, somewhere in between. I don't know. I'm open to any suggestions. But it's probably not gonna happen. So, except if someone on the channel is works for immigration, then please contact me. We'll work something out. And I'm serious. I'm sure I can find a job in the US that wouldn't be a problem in my field. Or maybe I can just go to Mexico and cross the border on foot, you know? I don't know. I don't want to be legitimate, you know. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I've never done that, and I would never do that. Probably not. Probably not. All right. So yeah, cold winters in Montana. I'm sure. Idaho has cold. Yeah, yeah. I know it does. I know it does. But it's beautiful country, you know. But yeah, that might be a little too cold for me, you know. Okay, if you move to the USA, would you be transmitting on the 65-foot band? You mean 65, what, 60 meter maybe? I'm not sure. What's the 65-foot band or meter band? I'm not sure. Carl, what is it? Host, I was at Hooters in Daytona. I've been to Hooters, but not Daytona. I was in Florida, I think. Yeah. Of course, it was for the food. Along a major river, yeah, definitely, that would be awesome. Yeah, yeah, a river would be awesome. Absolutely, absolutely. County Clare, Ireland. Good evening. Welcome aboard. We're almost finished tonight, but hey, we can do it again. 60 feet above 20, about 20 meters. Oh yeah, right. Well, of course I would use a 20-meter band. Why not? Yeah. And I have my license, Alpha Kilo 4 Yankee Hotel. That's my my call sign, my US call sign, AK4YH. So yeah, Pat. Yeah, I mean my boat. Well, you know, I'd probably sell it and buy another boat. It's very hard to, except if I cross the Atlantic with it, which has been done with that model, but I don't think I have the knowledge and the balls to do it. yet. Let's just put it like this. And we have an Alaskan here. Alaskan, yeah, excellent. Yeah, Alaska would be very cold for me. I don't know. My feet get really, I lose circulation in my feet when they're in the snow. So I don't know. That cold, I'm not sure. I'd like to visit though. That's for sure. I would really enjoy visiting Alaska, probably in the summer, and I would be well equipped. If you get my jest, just follow the coast. Yeah, which coast? Have to cross the Atlantic to come to the U.S. You know, can't just follow the coast. Well, there's a northern coast, but northern passage, you know. But yeah, I don't. I doubt I would do that. Anyway, you have to go south to cross the Atlantic from Europe to the U.S. You have to go south enough that you'll get the trade winds. KL4 PG. Sorry. Welcome aboard. All right, guys. Well, I'm just going to keep going a little bit since there are a bunch of people here still talking. So I'm the one who talks the most, but once I get going, I can't stop. So sunny 60s in the last 60s. Yeah, 60s in August. Yeah, well, I can't imagine in the winter. Though. How low does it get? Let me know. Do we have the Vikings? Yeah, actually, that's possible. Yeah. I don't know if it would be prudent, safe. I don't know. They did it, so hey. Problem is that I would arrive in Canada though. Anyway, it's possible, certainly. Have to do that in the summer. And you probably have to wait for the winds quite a bit because they're just the opposite direction most of the time. All right, so let's see. All right, I was looking at the no, I didn't want to see the comments here on other videos, but Alaska, what is it? Triple digit? Minus 70 F, 70 Fahrenheit down. I don't know exactly how much that's in Celsius. I know what plus 17 in Fahrenheit is because I used to set my air conditioning to 73 at night in Florida, so I know what that's like. But minus 70 Fahrenheit, I can't imagine. Yeah, no kidding. Well, 100 Fahrenheit, it's bearable. It's hard, but it's bearable. You can't do any physical activity though, and you better have at least a fan, you know. But everyone has air conditioning in Florida, so. Can you pull up a keel? Well, no, my keel is the whole boat, the whole bottom, so it's. But I don't draw much water. It's like 1.20 meters, so 4 feet maybe of water. That I just need 4 feet. That's it. Well, here in the south of France, the temperature is very, very pleasant. You know, the winters are not very cold. I've only saw snow in 4 years, 4 winters. I only saw snow one time, and it was just a tiny bit, like, you know, maybe an inch. You know, so, and it didn't last. But yeah, it's going to be hard to find a welcoming country other than France, and because anywhere in Europe, because I don't really want to stay in Europe, you know. So the only other possibility in Europe would be the Czech Republic, but of course there's a language problem there. I'd have to learn Czech, you know. And I don't mind, but you know. But I've never been there, so I don't know. but it wouldn't be my first choice because it's still Europe, and it's still governed by the European Union. So I would want to avoid that if at all possible. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go to the last questions now. Anything else you'd like to ask? Anyway, it was a real pleasure, and once again, thank you everyone who gave me a coffee donation right there. Really much appreciated, guy. It's really gonna help me a great deal. So thank you very much again, and thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. They are my lifeline, and if any one of you guys is here tonight, thank you very much. And I need to get back to make more videos, that's for sure, but now my back is feeling a little bit better. A couple of weeks ago, I could not even have sat like for 10 minutes. Not even, no, impossible. So yeah, it does feel better, and so now I can move out. I couldn't even drive or anything, you know. Good thing I was in a remote. I worked remotely. Otherwise, that would have been a big problem. But it's feeling a little bit better now. I had a big motorcycle accident in 2004, and that messed up my back really bad. And the fact that I was riding motorcycles also when I was younger didn't help. But now my lumbars are all messed up. So cervicals too, but my cervicals never give me any problem. It's the lumbars, you know. I have a disc there that just kind of likes to take a hike. So, all right, guys. Say your goodbyes. I'm pretty much done here. We, made quite a few contacts actually on 20 meters. That was really nice, and I really enjoyed the chat. It's my social occasion to be social, because I don't know that many people around here, and I work mostly from home, so I don't meet a whole lot of people, and talking to you guys online, that's really it's therapeutic for me. I really enjoy it, guys, really enjoy it. So thanks again to everyone for being here with me today. We'll do it again. In the meantime, of course, I have videos to make, so I'll get going on that. Yeah, the last post, thank you. And I'm going to say goodbye to you guys now, and you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.